Here's the thing. If you win the first 30 seconds of a service, you usually win the whole visit. And if you win the visit, you win the rebook, the tip, and the referral. A quick story. One of my clients came in on a Friday, clearly stressed. She dropped her bag, checked her phone twice before even sitting, and whispered, "Honestly, I almost canceled." Halfway through prep, she looked at her inbox, sighed, and I could see that look, like she was mentally leaving the appointment even though she was still in my chair. In that moment, I softened my voice and said, "You're here now. For the next hour, I've got you. We'll keep this on time and make sure your nails look like you slept 8 hours, even if you didn't." She laughed, her shoulders dropped, and by checkout, she said, "Can we lock in the same time in 3 weeks?" Her tip jumped, and she rebooked 3 visits in a row after that. Today, we're going to nail it every time with a tight, repeatable first 30 seconds ritual you can use with every guest. 3 moves: a warm greeting micro-ritual, a 3-question micro-assessment, and a soft anchor that quietly boosts rebooks and tips without sounding like a robot or a sales script. So tech meets touch right from the start. Let's dive in. Segment 1, the greeting micro-ritual. This is your opening move. The same way a signature nail shape makes your work recognizable, this micro-ritual makes your experience feel intentional from second 1. Most techs either wing it, mumble a quick hey, or overshare. You don't need a paragraph. You need about 1 sentence that does 3 jobs: welcomes, sets tone, and reassures on time or comfort. Let me give you 3 versions you can steal and then make your own. First, the luxe, spa-feel version. This is for your higher ticket services or your quieter, more reserved guests. Luxe version, it's so good to see you. You're with me now, so you can drop the outside world. We'll keep you comfortable and on time, and I'll make sure your nails leave here feeling photo ready. Notice the pieces there. Welcome back or welcome in if it's new. You're with me now to transfer responsibility off their shoulders and a promise around comfort, timing, and results. Second, the no-frills efficient version. This is for your busy lunch break guest who's clearly in a hurry. Hey, good to see you. We'll keep this tight so you're out on time, and I'll focus on keeping these nails strong and clean for you. It still has warmth, but it signals, "I respect your schedule," which is gold for rebooking. Third, the intro client version. This is for someone brand new or a little nervous. "Hi, I'm so glad you're here. I'll walk you through everything as we go so you can just relax. And if anything feels off, too warm, too cold, too rough, tell me right away so I can adjust for you." Now, how you say this matters as much as the words. Match their energy, but be 1 step calmer. If they're ramped up, you breathe slower. Drop your shoulders and talk just a touch slower than they do. If they're super quiet, you soften and keep it light, not overly loud or intense. And tiny tweak here, say their name once in that first 30 seconds. "Welcome back, Jasmine. You're with me now." Name plus reassurance is what tells their brain, "Okay, I can trust this person."
Real talk. As a client, when my tech says, "You're with me now, I've got you," my whole nervous system just drops. My favorite experience was a tech who added, "If you need a phone check, just tell me. No judgment." I love this because it feels human, not like they're reading a script.
Exactly. The goal isn't to sound scripted, it's to have a structure you can flex. Think of these like nail art templates. You customize the colors and details so it's still you. All right, segment 2, the 3-question micro-assessment. This is where tech meets touch in a big way. You're not just saying hi, you're instantly finding out what actually matters for this visit so you can deliver it. You've got about 15 seconds here, max. 3 questions, woven into what you're already doing, so it never feels like an interrogation. These questions reveal 3 things: their priority, their time, and their pain point. Question 1, priority. For today, what's most important to you? How long they last, how they look, or keeping this within a certain time? You can ask this while they're sanitizing or as you're guiding them to sit. You're offering them a multiple choice, so it's easy to answer. If they say longevity, your brain tags product choice. Prep perfection, maybe suggest a strengthening add-on later. If they say look, That's design focus. You can explore nail art, shapes, finishes. If they say time, that's your cue to keep it streamlined and maybe plan a faster maintenance option for next visit. Question 2. Lifestyle. Tell me quickly, what do your hands go through in a normal week? Lots of typing, cleaning, hands in water, or more gentle use? This question builds connection and gives you durability data. The server who's in sanitizer all day might need a different approach than the remote worker on a laptop. Question 3. Previous experience. Anything you've loved or not loved from past nail visits that I should know about so we can make this feel just right for you? When they answer, listen for clues. They rushed. They didn't listen. The polish chipped in 2 days. I loved when they checked in about length. Those are your roadmaps.
From my side of the chair, when someone asks, "What did you not love before?" and actually looks up and pays attention, that felt wonderful. It tells me you're not offended if I bring stuff up. You're inviting it.
Yes, and operationally, I want you to capture this without turning it into extra admin. So here's the system. As soon as they wash hands or you switch tools, you add one tiny note in your booking app. Use shorthand like P, look, L, typing, XP, hates rushing, or P, longevity, L, water, XP, loves short rounded. You can do that in under 10 seconds. Over time, those notes become your cheat sheet for future visits and for any staff sharing clients. If you're fully booked and think, I don't have time for this, remember, you're not adding time, you're reallocating it. 30 seconds of intentional questions up front save you from 5 minutes of awkward fixes at the end. All right, segment 3, the anchor close. This is the quiet little sentence that sets up either the next visit or a simple upgrade without feeling pushy. It lives near the end of the service while you're top coating, applying oil, or showing them the final result. Here's the core anchor line. Based on what you told me, I'd recommend we see you again in about 3 weeks to keep this looking and feeling the way you like. Do you usually keep the same time and day, or do you like to switch it up? See what happened there? You didn't ask, do you want to rebook? You assumed maintenance is normal self-care and only asked, same time or different. It's soft, respectful, and client first. Now, let's add a micro upgrade anchor that still feels helpful, not salesy. Say their priority was longevity. You might say, since longevity is most important to you, there's a strength add-on that usually gives clients another week or so of wear. If you want, we can add that next visit. It's quick and keeps them from chipping when you're washing dishes all week. Or if they cared most about look and design. Next time, if you ever want to play a little more with design, maybe a subtle chrome or accent nail, we can add a small design upgrade. It doesn't add much time, but it really makes photos pop.
As a guest, I hate hearing, "Do you want to add anything today?" because I have no idea what that means. But if you say, "Since you mentioned longevity, there's a quick add-on that helps with that," that's clear. Here's what I think. The more you connect it back to what I said earlier, the more I feel like you paid attention.
Exactly. You're not pushing. You're reminding them, you told me this mattered. Here's something that supports that. Let's run through a quick response script so you're ready for common answers. Perfect. Let's grab you that 3-week spot now so you keep this shape and strength going. Same day of the week usually best? If they say, I'm not sure about my schedule, you can say, totally understand. How about we pencil in a spot 3 weeks out? And if your schedule shifts, you can text or move it in the app. That way you've got a backup instead of scrambling later. You're removing friction, not forcing commitment. If they say, not today for upgrades, your energy stays exactly the same. No worries at all. We can always add it at a future visit if it ever makes sense for you. And you move on. No guilt, no weird facial expression, because we're playing the long game. Trust over pressure. I ran this simple 30 seconds ritual with a small group of techs over 2 weeks. Greeting, 3 questions, soft anchor. No extra marketing, no price changes. Their rebook rate bumped by about 12 to 18%, and average tips went up a few dollars each visit. Why? Clients felt seen and guided.
Let's wrap this up with a 1-week experiment you can start today.
For your next 25 clients, commit to this. 1 consistent greeting line that you tweak for energy. The 3 micro-assessment questions woven into your normal flow, and 1 anchor close that assumes maintenance is normal. You're going to track 3 simple KPIs, nothing fancy. 1, rebook rate. Out of those 25 clients, how many leave with their next visit booked? 2, add-on uptake. How many said yes to a small, relevant upgrade, even if it's just a shape change or a quick treatment? 3. Tip delta. Did your average tip per client move up even a little? If you've got a team, model this once in front of them. Run it as a quick team huddle challenge for 2 weeks, and then have everyone share their favorite version of each line. That's how you avoid the robot script vibe. You let people adapt and own the wording. Remember, this isn't about turning you into a call center. It's about adding a tiny bit of structure so your natural warmth and artistry actually translate into rebooks, tips, and loyalty. So, quick recap. Step 1, greeting micro-ritual. Welcome, reassure, say their name, and match their energy while staying one step calmer. Step 2, 3-question micro-assessment. Priority, lifestyle, past experiences. Step 3, anchor close. Plant the next visit or a relevant upgrade in a soft, client-first way. Run that sequence for a week and watch how your chair feels different. More relaxed, more guided, more profitable. If you got value from this first 30 seconds ritual and you want more daily bite-sized plays to grow your nail or spa business, make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Let's dive in and make your business shine. Stay curious, stay creative. Until next time, keep your nails and business thriving.